everyone, my name is Amrita and welcome to my channel Frisenshine. Here you will find evidence-based, no-nonsense, nutrition-related information. In today's video, I will discuss food safety in the time of Covid-19. So can you contract Covid-19 from eating contaminated food? Short answer, no. Covid-19 is a virus that causes disease in the respiratory tract and not the digestive tract. In this video, I will summarize all the data and evidence put out by major health organizations like the CDC and the US FDA in my usual no-nonsense way. According to the US FDA, there have been no reported COVID-19 infections due to consumption of food or handling of food packets and packages. That being said, we do still want to practice general food safety and hygiene, and for this, the US FDA recommends 4 steps: clean, wash, separate, and cook. By the way, these are all basic food safety and hygiene techniques that you should anyway be practicing, but since it is more imperative that you do so now, let's take each of these separately. Clean. Clean and wash your hands both before you start food prep and after you're done cooking and prepping food. Wash your hands with soap and water, not necessarily antibacterial soap, and do so for 20 seconds. While shopping for fruits and vegetables, make sure you pick up produce that doesn't have too many cuts and bruises on it. And if by chance you do end up with such produce, use a clean knife to cut out the parts that look damaged. If the whole fruit or vegetable looks damaged, don't hesitate to throw it out. Wash. Wash your vegetables only with water. No soap or any other agent is required to clean it. You may want to use a brush to ensure that you're rubbing the surface and getting all dirt off of the product. Even if you're not going to be eating the skin of the product, make sure that you're washing it so that when you peel the fruit or vegetable, none of the germs transfer into the edible portion of the food. Do not wash any meat or meat products. There are certain bacteria and viruses that are only found on these products, and you don't want any kind of cross-contamination between these bacteria and your fruits and vegetables. Do not wash eggs. Eggs actually have a protective coat around them, and you're making the inside of the egg pervious to germs if you do end up washing the eggs. Wash all surfaces that have come in contact with food, like your chopping boards, countertops, maybe even your stove. You can use hot water and soap to wash these. Separate. To avoid cross-contamination, use separate chopping boards for your meat and poultry versus your fruits and vegetables. You can even use different utensils for raw food versus cooked food. When you are buying raw meat, eggs and poultry, bag these properly and keep them separate from your fruits and vegetables. At home too, ensure you store your meat and poultry in sealed containers. Don't store eggs in the door of the fridge, keep them in the main fridge compartment. Cook. When food is cooked properly, which means at the right temperature and for the right amount of time, it kills most bacteria and viruses. Now, whether you're cooking on a stovetop or in a microwave, make sure you mix the food while cooking so that all parts of the food get evenly heated. While temperature and cooking time to destroy coronaviruses and specifically COVID-19 have not yet been researched, scientists suggest that cooking food till it reaches a temperature of about 65 degrees Celsius and is cooked for at least 3 minutes seems to destroy the virus. To put this in perspective, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So if you see steam coming out of your food when you're cooking it and you've stirred it enough and you've cooked it for at least 3 minutes, you've already probably exceeded the recommended temperature and cooking time. What about raw fruits and vegetables though? There are numerous health benefits out of eating raw fruits and vegetables, but should you not be doing this keeping COVID-19 in mind? In 2018, there was a review of various coronavirus research papers, and this overview stated that viruses which affect the respiratory tract only multiply in the respiratory tract. Now, the food that you ingest follows the digestive tract and not the respiratory tract unless you choke on it. So on the off chance that you do ingest the virus through food, it's very unlikely that you will still contract the coronavirus COVID-19 disease. And just to reiterate once more, there have been no known cases of COVID-19 infections due to food consumption. Lastly, what about carry bags and food packets which may have the virus on them? If you are stepping out of your house to buy fruits and vegetables or food packets and products, the hope is that you will have a face mask on. This will minimize your risk of catching the virus. Also, once you come home, the recommendation is to clean your hands with soap and water as soon as you've handled any kind of food products or packets. This will also help minimize your risk. And remember, this is a respiratory tract virus and not a digestive tract virus. So unless you are sticking a dirty finger into your nose or rubbing your eyes without washing your hands, it's very unlikely that you will contract the virus from food packets and food bags. In conclusion, while COVID-19 doesn't seem to be spread through food products and food packets, you do want to maintain basic food sanitation and hygiene. Why do you want to do this? Because even though you may not contract COVID-19, there are other foodborne diseases and illnesses that you can contract, and we do want to help the strain on the medical system by preventing any avoidable hospitalizations due to food poisoning or infections. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please do share it with people who you also think might benefit from it. Do like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be creating many such videos in the future. Hope to see you soon. Until then, take care and keep shining.